Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sarah here at Backroad Money. And so today I wanted to go over 5 reasons that my personal budget was not working. So the first one was I wasn't tracking anything. So anything that gets tracked gets actually done, as far as the studies go and all of that. I wasn't doing any of that. And the reason I know that that works is because I've been on somewhat of a little bit of a weight loss journey, and I've been tracking my weight loss or my weight each day. And before, I was trying to use more of a, I'm just going to go by how I feel, like more of on the healthy side of things. And the tracking is actually keeping me motivated. And I didn't really realize both of those things were so similar. But that was a huge thing. I just wasn't tracking anything. So I had no idea what was going on. So that was the first thing. The next thing is I wasn't using cash. Cash is very specific. It's in the envelope. You can only use what's in your envelope, right? Once it's gone, it's gone. If you have $500 in there for groceries and it's gone, that's it, right? And so spending money, again, if you have $100 in there and it's gone, then that's all you have. And it forces you, it's a way of tracking it. It forces you to be intentional, right? And so that's another thing that I wasn't doing. Another thing I wasn't doing that screwed up my budget is I wasn't being realistic when I set the budget to start with. So, for example, I was trying to save money in certain areas right out of the gate rather than tracking my budget, using cash for things, just having a general idea of where everything was going. I wasn't at all being realistic, because if you need $200 worth of gas for the month to get back and forth to work, to go do your errands, all of those things, that needs to be in your budget. You can't not be realistic and expect it to work. If you spend $500 a month going out for food or doing DoorDash, going out to talk about whatever it is, that needs to be in your budget. So it needs to reflect what your life actually is. And that's another thing that I wasn't doing. I was on paper trying to save money, but not doing it in reality, right? So the next thing that was screwing up my budget is I wasn't committed to it. It was just, I'm going to do my budget. It's a zero-based budget. It looks great. And then never look at it again, right? I was not all in this. Another one that screwed up my budgeting, which encompasses all the rest, is that I wasn't over it enough. I wasn't over being broke. I wasn't over having payments. I wasn't over not having money to do the things that I needed to do, right? I just wasn't, goes back to that committed thing. I wasn't committed enough to it. This time, when we got out of debt, we decided that we no longer do debt, right? And that decision forced us to do things that enabled us not to have payments, right? In order not to have a payment, in order not to have a payment, you've got to have some money in the bank to buy the things that you need, right? You need to think ahead so that things don't crop up on you. Not that things don't pop up occasionally, because they still do. But like, for example, we're thinking about we want to buy a car next year around this time. That means we're going to have that money to buy the car if we're not going to have payments, right? So it's a whole different ballgame when you have decided that this is how we are going to live now. So everything else is, we have to look through this lens with seeing anything, whether it's, something for the house, something breaks, whatever, this car. So let me know down in the comments if you are a budgeter. I want to know some of the things that you realized, made your budget not work. I want this to be a conversation because a lot of people are just now getting into the budgeting thing, and it's the new year. People want to be better with their money. And I would like to know a few things. You could tell them down in the comments so we can all read the comments. I would like to know some of the things that you just realized. Like, oh, you had like that eureka moment, right? Okay, let me know down in the comments and I will see you in the next one.